Hello. If you hear clanking and talking and happenings in the background of this video, it is currently the day before Thanksgiving and my family are making food, which I'm very excited about eating. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. I wanted to do a video on photo card collecting because it is something I've been getting into over the course of quarantine because I literally had nothing else to do. It was like the hobby that I latched onto and started, so I figured, well, what else better for me to talk about than something I'm really good at? Like collecting little cardboard cards of Korean people. So, what are photo cards? They are little cards that usually come with albums that you buy from various Korean pop groups. And people started entire collecting and trading communities as they would with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or any other kind of trading cards, baseball cards. So what exactly do you need to start a photo card collection? First and foremost, you need photo cards. These can be obtained through buying Instagram, Depop, Mercari, eBay, pretty much any individual seller site. You can find photo cards under specific tags and names of whatever group you're trying to collect. If you don't want to buy them, you can, most people get them from albums and then they trade for the members that they collect for. For example, this is a K-pop album. It is from my favorite group, 17. They just released this and you can buy it, and I will link everything. Actually, I'll link everything in the description in case of things you can buy. So there's a sleeve, there's this weird weaving kit, I don't deal with that. And then there's a little photo book. Inside, there's a poster, the CDs, and I don't know why there's two posters in here. And usually you will get cards. I actually decided I kind of wanted to show you the albums I have to give you an idea of why I have so many photo cards to begin with. Yeah. So when people actually pull photo cards, they usually don't keep them in the albums. Collectors will take them out and find a way to store them, which is what I will be talking about today. Let me actually show you a couple examples of photo cards. These are photo cards. They came in the Semicolon album. This is my favorite member and the only member currently that I collect every album and non-album card for. As you can see, it matches with the thing. There's only 2 for this member for this album, and the amount of cards can vary from album to album. So, you may be asking, how exactly do I start a collection? What does a collection even look like? I have not explained any of that, so those are very fair questions to ask. Well, I think a really good place to start would be to take a look at my binders. You can kind of see them all stacked up in the back here. I have 3 binders, one for my favorite group 17, one for just boy groups in general, and one for girl groups. This is my 17 binder. 17 right here. These are the 2 members I collect for, Wonwoo and Hoshi. In these binders, as you can see, it's a big heavy boy. There's a title page. This is what one page of photo card storage looks like. So this would be the complete sets for 3 different albums. That's what you aim to have your pages look like. I have blank spots so I can organize things by album. You can organize your binder however you like. So now that you know what a binder actually looks like, you're probably wondering, what do I need for the binder? Like, what do I need to buy? Where do I even start? Is there a whole deal to this? Are there brands that I need to look at? Yes. I would recommend you buy a binder. This is an empty binder. I actually used this for my 17 collection until it got too big. This is a 1-inch binder. Depending on how many cards you have, you know, common sense shit. Man, I don't know. Another thing you're definitely gonna need are sleeves. I personally recommend these BCW 9-pocket sleeves. They're the perfect fit for Japanese trading cards. I will digress, they're a little bit spacey. Like the cards tend to do a little slip and slide if they're not like actually Japanese sized cards, and as you all know, photo cards are majority Korean, so they will be Korean size cards. They're kind of like business size. So they will slide around a lot, but I will show you how to negate that problem in just a sec. Another kind of sleeve I recommend are these 2-pocket sleeves. So these would be really good for bigger items like postcards. I actually have 2 sizes, a bigger size and a littler size. This bigger one is better for mini posters and stuff like that, whereas this little one is better for postcards. I will note that these bigger ones are not BCW and are kind of hard to find, so I will link them as well. And then the final kind of sleeve I'd recommend are 4-pocket sleeves. I don't have an example with me right now, but like with everything else, BCW, description, they're really good, they're nicely sized. Sure, it's awkward sometimes, but we do the best we can. I had to prop my friend back up, he fell. The last thing I would recommend that you have, but you don't necessarily need, are these sleeves. These are DragonShield Classic Clear Sleeves. I would highly recommend these. These are super high quality and they can be found for like 10 bucks on eBay. To negate that slip and slide problem I was mentioning with the 9-pocket sleeves, these are sized perfectly for those sleeves. Put the card in the sleeve and then put the sleeve inside the 9-pocket sleeve and it'll fit like a charm. It's great. Life hack. I literally only got these 2 weeks ago and I wish I started using them sooner. Okay, I know I said that was the last thing, but another recommendation, Titanshield white sleeves. Have them in the description. These are good for fillers if you're doing fillers, if you're organizing your cards in a funky little way that doesn't cover up all the slots and you don't like seeing through. These are good. Now that we have kind of an idea of what you need to begin your own photo card collection, I wanted to take you through a couple of my own binders and some storage. I actually got some mail today that I wanted to put in and show you, so let's cut to that. So here is a little time lapse of my binder. As you can see, I collect for Stray Kids, NCT, and EXO. Here is my girl group binder. As I go through, I will be replacing the empty slots with my new Titanshield white sleeves. They look so much better. I collect for Red Velvet, ITZY, Twice, and Fromis 9. And finally, we have my 17 binder. As I go through, you will see that this binder is clearly my most extensive one, and it is my pride and joy. I have put so much work into it. I will be putting in a page right here and storing in my new 24-hour photo cards for Hoshi. I love the way the page looks. So that was my little video on photo card collecting. I hope it was enjoyable and I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're staying safe out there. Everyone needs something to cling on to during these weird times. Photo card collecting could be one of them. You're valid. Have a great rest of your year.